We should be live now, multi-broadcasting, waiting for Levon to play Nakamura in the Champions Showdown. It's just one of those wonderful pretexts in which we're watching Super Grandmasters battling. It's a pretext because everything is made up, but we love this game so much, so yeah, we just invent celebrations and stuff and events and stuff because that's what we do. So Naka's gonna be black. Levon gonna play white. Have they started? Let me check. No. Oh yeah. Ray Robson gonna play Fabi. Hikaru Levon and Dominguez gonna play Wesley. Okay, so game number 3. Waiting to be starting now. Standings. Fabi 2 points. Hikaru 1, Levon 1, Wesley 1, half a point, Ray Robson and Dominguez. Okay, so far so good. I don't know when they start to play, but very likely I'm just going to start doing a couple of puzzles, or at least try to do a couple of puzzles until they decide to actually make the first move. As per usual, no software and stuff like this involved, so we're going to do our best thinking with our own minds. And okay, let's do a quick puzzle, guys. They haven't moved yet. So puzzles, let's go. Why to move? Think about checkmate. You see, what did I say? I hate that little message there because it's like cheating, you see. You shouldn't tell the guys what to do, what not to do. Okay, if we would manage to shut off this bishop, would be a nice checkmate with an knight g7, but that bishop just simply blocks our good intentions. So I'm not sure how am I going to do this just now, but let me think. Could it be perhaps knight to d6, but then the king's going to move, right? Then you could have an almighty discover check. So if you consider something like knight d6, just say this guy goes here, then you're going to be having a discover check. But it's not enough because the knight is here ready to take you back, so I don't know just yet. Wait a minute. What other craziness available here? I guess there's something crazy we gotta play. Can I think about this? And then pawn takes. No, that doesn't work. I need to shut off this guy, but when I do so, they might take my bishop, so even if I check, it ain't gonna be a checkmate. Not that easy. Not that easy, right? So do I have to go back to this idea now? So that would be a check. This guy moves, let's say here. The black king goes on to f8. So what do we do next? Many other double check on things? Not clear at all. Not clear at all. Think about the checkmate, he said. Guys, if you got any ideas now, you're welcome to solving this if you can. I'm still looking for the solution. I don't see it just yet. Doesn't look very easy. Huh. That's a little weird. That is indeed weird. Okay, knight g7, bishop takes g7. So probably that's not going to work. Knight takes g7, bishop takes g7. Doesn't work. Right? What other avenue available? What other avenue? So knight d6 in the end, right? Knight d6, but king's gonna move f8, for instance. How you doing then? If king plays f8 after your knight d6 check. I mean, you need a double check if you want to preserve the bishop and stuff. I'm not sure yet. Daniel says knight g7. Now he says d6. Yeah. Right. So, Daniel, I think it's knight d6. So, thanks for your answer first. It might be knight d6. And after king f8, could you give me a follow-up? And I'm more than happy to go down this route with you, my friend. Really, after king f8, what's the idea? Do you have any double checks or something? What do you play? Knight b7, then knight's gonna take your bishop. It's so not clear. How exactly am I capitalizing with this? Knight b7, move knight after full discovery. Are you okay? So then again, knight e6, king f8, knight b7 check, knight takes c5. And I guess you then play knight takes d8, I guess. Rook takes and you takes. So you're gonna have rook and minor piece versus rook and two minor pieces. I think so. Maybe. Maybe. So there ain't no checkmate, as they say in the little text attached to the... You can see it actually. You can read it out yourselves, guys. So I guess it's knight d6, king f8, let's say. Knight b7 check. Knight takes your knight. Then you take d rook. Right? So they have to move their knight somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If you think you're happy with this. On the other hand, I really don't know which way to go. Is there any other idea? Hello, Simpson. I want to look at Nakamura and Levon Aronian, but just doing a puzzle before the guys decide to start the games. So just doing a difficult little puzzle here. I guess knight d6. I mean, I really don't see anything else apart from knight d6 and knight b7. I don't see anything else. I don't know what to play. So Daniel, I think we might be correct with this solution here. Knight d6, king moves, then knight b7. We might be right with this. In the end, how do you want to attack though? Knight d6, knight d6, knight d6. Any other crazy tactic? I mean, I looked at rook e6. It doesn't work. They take you, so you're just wasting. If we push a pawn, could it be this or that? But then again, they will take our bishop. So what's the deal? Okay, I'm going to go knight d6 because I simply do not see anything else. I do not see anything else. If you guys saw, tell me now, because I'm going to jump into d6 straight away. Incorrect, fellas. Incorrect. King goes f8, but blind me, I don't see the freaking move. What, blocking the bishop now? The dark square bishop? What's the freaking move, man? What, a pawn moving? So let's say they take and then you take. What the heck is going on? Knight takes. This guy takes, right? What's this, man? What is this? Do we attack one of those, what? Do I attack rook b1 or something? Maybe I need to attack the bishop. Jesus. I don't know. A rook e6, then a rook e6, rook e6. So if they take, how do you continue then? Rook e6. What? So you play rook e6, then they take. Okay. So what's about what? What? Okay. Sorry, I still don't get your idea, Daniel. Sorry, man. I know I'm a disappointment, but I don't know what you're saying with the rook e6. So how do you checkmate, or what do you achieve exactly? Maybe it's attacking the bishop? Although, nah. Jesus. Not even that. What is it, this? Doesn't make no sense. This? This? Which one is it? This? Yeah, it might be this. Oh boy. Oh my god, is it bishop d6 for e5? Daniel, what do you think about this one, Dan? What do you think what do you think about bishop d6 followed by e5? Bishop d6, you're not going to be taken by the black knight, and then you're going to shut off the bishop with e5. I mean, it's a lot of wishful. It's a lot of wishful here, but really, I just run out of ideas. I don't know what to play. I don't know what to play. So I'm going to play bishop d6, and if the engine says no, then screw this. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, man. Bishop h5, you said. Like, bishop h5, bishop h5, bishop h5. Okay, the guy takes your stuff, right? Then what do you play? You do just check like this. Bishop h5, like, why? Why bishop h5? Oh, I tried knight d6, man. I tried knight d6. Raul. It's been rejected by the software. They said it's wrong. Knight d6 is wrong. Bishop d6 is wrong. Okay, I'm going to play the bishop b7, but it doesn't make any sense to me, even now after they just took it. Is it now bishop h5? Wait a minute. Oh my god, this actually rook sacrifice, and then again. Oh lord, this is just so crazy stuff. 2 sacrifices in a row, fellas. No, it's 2 sacrifices in a row. It's just sick, man. It's just sick. So you sack the bishop, then you sack the freaking rook because you're gonna deliver checkmate to the bishops. Now, is that not sick? I don't know what is anymore. Okay. Oh, it's just crazy. And mind you, I barely saw after I played the bishop takes g7. It was still not clear. It wasn't very easy. Sorry, it wasn't easy for me. Maybe for you guys was walk in the park or something. Okay. I didn't know I had to sacrifice 2 pieces one after another. If the text were sacrifice 2 pieces to deliver checkmate, probably I would have found it. But hey, you know. Back to the events, and let's see if Nakamura started to play against who's that guy? He plays against Levon. All right, fine. Hey, they started. Let's go. Let's go with this. Oopsie daisy, that's too big overboard. Hold a second. Let me see if it's nicely. Aha, I need to resize it just slightly, tiny little bit. Yeah, maybe just a little bit dragging down the corner here, and maybe tiny a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, nice. Very nice frame. Very nice frame. Okay, here we are. Covering this one. What did the boy play? Gioco piano. Nah. Look, it looks like they're not going to play anything else. Like, they're not going to play like Danish Gambit. They're not going to play like what? Scotch Game. King's Gambit. They do Rui Lopez very often at the highest level. Either Rui Lopez or the Gioco piano. Do they play anything else? And every now and then Magnus might do a Sicilian defense against e4. Or they do the Catalan, or they do the Nimzo Larsen, or stuff like that. I'm afraid there is no escaping. We can't escape. There is no escape. You gotta get through. You gotta go through your experiences. Yeah. I'm not a specialist on escaping. I don't know how to escape. I'm very bad at escaping. So, what happened here? a5, rook a3. Why the heck is rook a3 being played? That's so unusual. That is so unusual. Rook a3? Do you tell me that he plans a rook g3 God knows when, like in 11 moves from now? What's that rook a3 going? Does he plan what? Rook b3? You telling me? Like serious? Is he planning b4 takes and then what? Sorry, what the heck is rook a3 doing? Can anyone throw an idea? Like in human words, what's rook a3 doing? That's weird. What is rook a3 doing there? I don't know what's rook a3 doing. I think he wanted to shock Naka, and he actually succeeded. I think Naka is just banging his head against the table now, wondering the same. The hell is rook a3 gonna do? Maybe it was a mouse slip, guys. Maybe he wanna play something else. Maybe it was a mouse slip, you see. Is this a novelty, guys? Did you ever see guys, did you see an Italian game with rook a3? Is this what's the continuation long term? Is it like what, dropping bishop a2 and stuff? Okay, look, this is just something like so it's not a blunder in terms that you're losing something or anything, but like me, I don't see what's the long range idea. Yeah, just keep a nice healthy opening, Wesley. Stay with a nice not very extended opening repertoire. Just work on a middle game tactics and endings. Play simple openings. Get into a favorable middle game, at least equal. Just, that's the whole purpose of the openings. You don't want to get yourself in a very bad position in the first 10 moves. That's the idea. And then you're going to play middle game tactics. So do your puzzles daily, and yeah, make sure you've got the basic endings in place. Know when to trade. You got all the basic concepts on the ending. Pawn structure, that matters. There was a guy that said that doesn't matter, the pawn structure. They were just messing around out there. They like to look very spiritual, so they just throw ideas like that. The pawn structure matters very much, specifically in the end. So if you have double pawns on A, C, and E, and the other guy has 6 pawns connected, then you got double pawns on A, C, and E, you're gonna lose. So just to give just an example. Or if you have a pawn on the A, a pawn on the H, and the other guy has 2 central pawns, well, it depends where they are, the pawns and the ranks and stuff, but the pawn structure matters. Pawn structure matters. All right, so guys, did you have the revelation? What's that rook a3 doing? Anyone has a revelation here? You guys play the Joko piano? I don't play the Joko piano. Hey, Garcia, thank you very much for your idea, brother. It's preparing diff on some lines. Let me read your text. After ED4, the rook is well played on A3 and keep attention is fair plus one. I think there's the idea behind rook. So you think it's, well, the D4, I'm aware with the D4 in the, every single time the C3 is being played, we are to expect D4. So all in all, rook a3 probably wasn't absolutely necessary, but once to say after the D4 had been pushed, you still want to play the idea with rook G. I don't know when and how. Probably you want to move along the third rank. God knows. Okay. We'll see about that. Interesting, but I don't think it was the most necessary approach, maybe. Or again, I'm not Levon. Yeah, so Wesley, you got to play something very decent in the opening. You get in a equal-ish middle game, and then you start to play your best tactics, and hopefully you're gonna attack more. Then the other guy, you're gonna be creating more weaknesses or hunt them and exploit your opponent's weaknesses. It's easier said than done, but it just goes along those lines. And you're gonna grow, you're gonna get stronger and stronger at your own pace. So no one can make predictions. But you could definitely put in some nice, hard, decent work, and you're gonna get your results. Garcia, look at this one. So, rook a3, and Nakamura gave it some thought. I mean, he did think. And he played bishop c5. Now you tell me what the heck is white supposed to do now, Garcia. Bishop c5 attacks the rook. He moved the rook. So, rook a1, a3, bishop c5, and now rook a2. Wow. I don't know what to say. But I'm not very impressed with that rook lift as move number 10. I'm not impressed with that rook lift. I don't know what. We're going to see. I'm not sure what that rook's going to do yet. I think he just wanted to throw a move or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's check the other guys, because I stayed with this one. I was shocked by Levon's rook a3. Anyway, more or less shocked. e3 here, played by Fabi. The Machine. Fabi the Machine. e3. Huh. Okay, he challenges the center. I guess Robson's not going to take, because you're going to take back, and you're very happy with attacking here. That is e5. That's what here means. It means e5. So black's not going to take, definitely. Actually, if they take, I think you could play this one first. No, I think you got to take back. But they're not going to take. Or I think they're going to take. I think probably they're going to do knight c6, although you have to be prepared against b5. So where do you go after that one? Are you playing this? Knight e7 and then knight g6? Maybe. I mean, if you want to provoke white to pushing the pawn, maybe that's the idea. Knight c6, b5, knight e7, then knight g6. I mean, just give an example. If you don't mind doing this kind of stuff. So, yeah, maybe. It is Robson's turn. We'll see. We'll see what he plays. The other game. So that, all right. So that's Nakamura Levon, which was very surprising, and Dominguez and Wesley. Okay, let's see what the guys did here. Knight bd2. Okay, that's probably gonna be a draw. So queens came off the board. There's no queen, and I don't see anything as a weakness here. Neither for white nor for black. What's the weakness? There's no weakness here. You're gonna trade off all the pieces. So I'm making a prediction now. I think Wesley Dominguez, this particular game, going to end up in a draw, because I don't know what you're supposed to do. So whatever you do, the other guy has an antidote, and in the end, it's going to end up in a draw. So I don't see any way to sanction your opponent with anything. I mean, what do you want to do? Whatever white plays, black has an answer, and vice versa, and vice versa. There is no weakness to go after. That was it. I guess you can throw a rook ac. The other guy is going to play bishop b7. And sincerely, I don't know. Probably you're going to do a bunch of trades. And if you go into the ending and all the pieces come off, it's going to be a draw. So this one is a draw. Probably I'm going to pay little attention to this game. I hope you don't mind. But that looks very, very, very drawish. Knight b3. If I'll be wrong, I'll be wrong. So, okay. Now I guess bishop b7, right? Because of the rooks and stuff. So you want to have your rooks connected. So probably bishop b7, I'd say. And, yeah, trade-off stuff. That's it. We'll see about that. What was it? Ray and Fabi. No move just yet. No move here. Fabi's first now. He's on the leaderboard. He's just first at the minute. So knight c6, knight e7, ig. Other than that, you're going to play bishop e7 and you're going to castle short. If you don't like knight c6, well, you could play bishop g4, can you? You kind of can, I guess. You kind of can. Yeah, there's many ideas. Which one is it? Bishop e7. It's still a good move. You're going to castle, right? Bishop g4. Oopsie. Bishop g4. A pin is a pin. And knight c6, maybe. So these are, I think, the candidate moves here available for black here. Yeah. There's the reti opening. Okay. So they do a lot of reti, a lot of gioco piano, tons of gioco piano. Rui Lopez, heavily. And every now and then a Sicilian. That's what they play. And they do Nimzo Larsen too. They do the Nimzo Larsen. They do. Catalan. Catalan. Okay. Fabi and Ray. Hikaru and Levon. Oh man, that's Bishop c5 and Bishop e6 makes sense, and b3. Okay, that rook lift is still a mystery to me, Garcia. If you're still there, that rook lift, it eludes me still. It definitely eludes me. Looks like a little bit of a waste of a tempo, fiddling. He literally fiddled with the rook. Sorry, I just don't see the depths. I mean, if you want to play Bishop a3, you could have played it without making that nonsense with Rook a3, Rook a2, and okay, fine. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Maybe there is something incredibly profound, and as I'm very superficial, I don't see it just yet. But yeah, okay, cool stuff. And the Drowish boys, right? Did they move the Drowish boys? No. So we're gonna go do a quick puzzle then again, because I guess it's gonna take 10 minutes for Nakamura to play something, which I guess should be a queen. So you're connecting your rooks and stuff. You play Queen d7, you connect your rooks. If Levon wants to take, let him take, I guess. You either take back with a queen or with the pawn opening the f. Maybe with the queen, because this guy becomes a big liability then. For g6, I mean. So queen d7, if Levon takes, you're going to take back with the queen, and let's see what happens, right? Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think here. All right, quick puzzle. I hope you guys don't have nothing against the quick puzzles. My last one. Mr. Ghost, yeah, we could in principle. I'm just trying to covering these guys here. It's live games, by the way. Happy to seeing you. Dude, if you came to troll, I'm going to take you out very quickly. If you're coming for trolling. If you came for chess, it's the right place. Other than that, feel free to not be here. Yeah, Chino Garcia, it could be one of those things in which you know you're not going to play a blunder. But I guess that was a move that was pre-planned, so to speak. I think it's part of its preparation. So he wanted to play something not on the record, not officially very clear, just in order to make Nakamura overthink. And let me tell you something. I think it took a good 10 minutes. It took a good 10 minutes for Hikaru to decide to play Bishop c5, for instance, which is interesting. It's surprising, you see. It's surprising. All right, let's try go for a quick puzzle here. Guys, we're going to be returning to see what the Super Grandmasters are playing. Black to move. Calculate correctly and you will win a piece. Oh, really? Winning a piece. Oh, really? So we're starting with Bishop g4, attacking Queen. And if there's this, at least we know we have a discovered double check. So because they give us that text, because they give us the text, I guess it's something with the Bishop g4. I guess. If it's not Bishop g4, I don't know. Yeah, it was Bishop g4 exactly as I had anticipated. And now we got an almighty double check. So we could do it in this fashion. Knight takes f3, for instance. But it might be something else. It might be knight e2, double check, you say. It might be. So the king goes in a corner, right? Right, but if we do this, they still go in the corner though. Wait. I have to take f3 because that's how I attack the queen afterwards. So knight f3, king goes in a corner. And then I'll play this. Oh my lord! I play this and I attack the queen and the rook. G, go to another stream, man. Don't waste your breath here. Knight f3. Yes, bingo. Knight f3 right here. And now we're going to be attacking queen and rook at the same time. So knight takes h2, attacks the queen, attacks the rook. So they're gonna have to give us something, whatever that is. This one was a little bit more straightforward. Let me see if it's done though. Taking, right? Do I get in trouble? I don't think so. I think that's cool. Okay, cool. Let's go back and see if Naka decided to play something. Looks like this evening Nakamura takes his time. What's going on? Hope, wait a sec. Let's go back to the games. Oh my lord, let me resize this. So, Mr. Ghost, what you saying, sir? I was calculating, I don't think Bishop f7 would have worked. Last video. Oh, I tried to figure out what was the last video. I apologize. I'm not sure. Last video, Bishop f7. I have to look at a position precisely to be able to punctually answering to your inquiry. I'm not sure. I need to double check. What was the last video about? Was it the puzzle or was it a game review or something? It was at some point I did a very interesting sequence in which I had sacrificed the rook twice, trying to deflect the queen from defending d2, and then I delivered the checkmate with the rook and queen. Yeah. Well, Naka played knight from f6 over to d7. It's like a billion pieces in the middle of the board. You don't even know what to look at first. Yeah, I think the guy's gonna spend 20 minutes shuffling a bishop and a knight. Okay. Do you take on e6? The question is. What do you think, Garcia? And those of you big strategists, guys, my dear strategists. So bishop takes and this guy takes. Would you take the bishop? I mean, you're kind of opening up the F for the black rook, right? So I'm not sure. So probably you don't want to take it. Other than that, what do you play with the bishop? For instance, the c1 bishop. You're going to play a3, right? Difficult to say at this stage. It feels like there's a billion pieces. They haven't traded nothing. This is move number 12, and there's no trade. It's been no trade. It's just shuffling stuff. It's like I'm watching 1950, 1960 Botvinnik playing Smyslow. I don't know. Just moving pieces half a day from one side to the other side of the board. Just move all the pieces from the left to the right. And you know, the positional old school play 20 moves, charging different batteries and okay, cool. Next one, Hikaru Levon. Ray Fabi, what's going on? Is this more exciting? Maybe slightly more. Yeah, bishop g4. I did say bishop g4 though. e3 and bishop g4. Yeah, I did say bishop g4. Well, as I always say, a pin is a pin. And if you got a chance to pin your opponent's knights, go for it. Pin them. So I always say, go for the pin. Do the pins. The onus is on them to unpin and stuff. It's their business how they unpin. It's not your business how they unpin. Well, it is your business a little bit, but it's more their business. Your job is just to create problems for your opponent. to set up traps everywhere. And that's your job. Oh yeah, that's that game in which they think 20 minutes and move a knight. Okay, makes sense. Dominguez and Wesley, the game that is a draw, right? I declared it an absolute draw. I did say bishop b7. And I'm happy I predicted correctly because this one is going to be a draw. I'm not going to be coming back. Maybe in the last minutes I'm going to be moving back. So now, happy with Garcia's prediction for the position here. So bishop e6, he says, makes sense because the rook on a2. Well, but you know something? Knight f1 goes to knight g3 and knight f5 normally in the Joko piano and in the Ruy Lopez. As soon as you do the c3, then there is knight d2, knight f1, knight g3, knight f5 in principle. But if you trade, you can't get your knight to f5, Garcia. So if white takes, if bishop takes the bishop and they take, you could go knight f and knight g, but you won't be able to go knight f because of the pawn you've just created, so to speak. And that pesky rook that Levon fiddles with, he moved it on c2. Look, exactly as I said, it's like I'm watching Petrosian with Botvinnik, like 50 years ago. Well, I wasn't born quite 50 years ago, but I mean, if I was born 50 years ago, I would have watched Botvinnik and Smyslov moving half the board to the other side, and you know, that's I mean, I got the impression that that's what I see now, right? I mean, I think so. All right. Okay, let's shoot a quick puzzle, guy. We're going to be back. We're going to be back. They're not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to be returning to watching this stuff live with you, my friends. Let's shoot another quick puzzle here. Let's do another puzzle. So bishop to what the heck they played here? Oh, that's a puzzle. Okay, forget about it. Okay. Win this game with a checkmate. They don't have to say that all the time. All the time they say it's a checkmate, it's a checkmate. Come on. I'm going to tell you something. We got to do a knight sacrifice on g2 because after we play queen h4, they ain't got nothing to blocking with. And then we're going to be traveling to f2 with the queen. Then they're going to move e2. No, they can't. Oopsie. Checkmate. So we're going to play knight g2. They took with a bishop. All this diagonal is completely usable for the black queen. And I still think it's a cheating from chess.com to give us messages. They shouldn't say those messages. They shouldn't. So what have we got in there? There's a check, then they move here. And then we're going to play this. And then they're going to push the pawn. And then we take, and then king takes. And then how do I hit them again? No. Actually, no. Bishop first. Not queen f2. This is the subtlety. Not queen f2. It's bishop b5 first. Because if they play c4, we're blocking. So it's not queen f2. It is bishop b5. This is the subtlety here. It's very easy. It is very, very easy to go with queen f2 because we are hardwired as a chess player to quickly take advantage of the bishop and queen battery, always. But it's not winning, queen f2. You may or may not win. I'm not sure. Actually, I think black's losing if queen f2 now. But bishop b5, this is the killer. This is exactly the killer. Boom. So now there ain't no escape. So not the queen. The queen actually cuts off the dark squares, but the checkmate is coming from the bishop. So, okay. I still need to drop a message to those admins at chess.com if they will ever look at it and take it into consideration. If you guys watching now, would you please take the messages off for the puzzle? Looks like cheating. You're giving folks ideas as per what to play. So we don't want ideas what to play. We want to do it ourselves. Please no help. So chess.com take off those messages. Those suggestions. We don't need suggestions. Or at least put a button to toggle on and off the messages. That would be good. Okay, let's do another one because Nakamura still thinks about if they move the bishop or the knight. They want to emulate Petrosian and Botvinnik. So they're not going to trade nothing. They are very ambitious. Oh my god, look at this bishop. It's like this bishop doesn't even exist. I mean, it's like a big pawn. Black to move. Black to move, black to move. And there is something. And there is definitely something here. It's brewing. It's everywhere. Oh my lord. This is a queen sacrifice, for Christ's sake. It's queen f4, man. Oh lord, look at this sickness. It's freaking queen f4. Because the second rank is cut off completely by the black rook. So there ain't no activity, and all you have to do is go with the queen to f4. You prompt white to capture. Well, they have to. And when they take back with a pawn, you're actually going to be taking back with this guy. And that is just simply checkmate. I was looking about f3, and I was wondering, the heck am I supposed to take on f3 with the bishop? With the knight, with the queen. Do I sack the rook? The what? Nah, man, it's bishop f. It's queen f4 all day. Queen f4, man, crazy. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Yeah. Daily solver reward 60 points. Wow. 60 points and 60 pounds. Good. That would be something. I think people will be solving like crazy. Elon Musk could do this. He could give £1 billion for people to solve chess puzzle, eh? But he won't do it. He won't do it. Unless I ask him. He wouldn't give a shit. Alright. Back to Nakamura and stuff. Oh my lord, let me resize this thing going like crazy. Okay, cool stuff. Yeah, Garcia, you sound like a real like a strategist type of guy. I think very nice conversation stemming from having you here on the stream. So I'm actually quite happy you decided to join us. I like how you're looking at things, and I like about your ideas. Yeah, that rook move was really a journey, isn't it? Rook a1, rook a3, rook a2, rook c2, behind the c pawn. So it's definitely something. Yeah. It's not a blunder. It's an interesting approach. It is definitely an interesting approach. But I have to say, I haven't seen it at this highest level. I mean, I've been watching these guys. I haven't seen them doing this kind of stuff. I mean, not like move number 10 in any way. But it's still, I mean, it makes sense. And exactly as I said, Nakamura stayed 10 minutes and moved knight c6 to e7. I mean, he could go whatever the heck he wants. They just shuffle pieces, man. I mean, they play like 60 years old chess club members. You know, the 60 years olds just moving knights and bishops left and right, back and forth. Bishop b2, c6, knight f1, knight e3, knight g6, just playing like this until 10 p.m. Yeah, it is probably. All right. Sorry, dudes. We're going to do another puzzle because those guys are going to stay all night long with that knights and bishops moved left to right. Puzzles. Can you find a way to win my knight? Oh, come on. Oh, come on, please. So what am I here? White or black? Who's moving? White to play. Oh, come on, man. Why do they tell me that I have to take the knight? With this kind of stuff. Why do they tell me this? But wait a minute. Haven't I got something else? Well, I'm in check, by the way. And I can't move. I was looking to play all sorts of like Queen B8, but I just didn't realize I'm in check. I'm in check. I can't move the bishop. I have to move the king, looks like it. I can't capture the black knight, so I have to move the king. And the king is very limited. Can't move, can't move, can't move. So you only go back rank. Back rank. Like freaking where back rank? Back rank where? That's a good question. There is only probably, it's just one correct square. And you must say out of checks. Now, for instance, if you go this kind of stuff, you might be getting checked. And if you're dropping this, they're going to take with the other rook, and I think you're just done. So we can discard king d1. If we go king e1, I wonder if it's not the same fate. Not mentioning this kind of stuff. I don't even know what to look at first. So I go F. I go F because if there's something, I'm going to move the rook. Something like that. So it's crazy, but it looks like king F1. Looks like king F1. The reason being I can block incoming checks with the rook and stuff. So that's the reason. Hey, Stefan, thanks for liking the stream, brother. So I'm going to go king F1, and I hope it's the correct one. Yeah, it was. And now we could do something like checks and then take this guy off the board. But then, do I get checkmated? No, because I can drop the rook anytime. So, sorry, I don't see anything else. Check. Let me see. Winning. Did I have an in-between move, man? Did I have a bloody in-between move? What was that then? Do I take here? Yeah. Oh my god, yes. No. No. King takes, queen takes, check. I'll take this guy, but then I get checkmated. What the heck's going on? So queen takes has been discarded. So where's the other check? Is it here? King takes. So what? Take this guy. Fine. Check. They move. And then what? No, you can't. No, 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 no. This is not obvious. What the heck is this? Do I block right now? But this guy's going to play check. That's a shame. I did the first two moves, but the third one seemed to be a problem. I thought it's easy. Queen takes f4. Then it's not about the rook c3 to c1. The problem is rook f2. That's, I think, is the problem. So you take here. The issue being this, though. This is a thing. So I don't know how to deal with this yet. Do I have to? But then again, doesn't look okay. Yeah, I think just Levon and Nakamura this evening, they just wanted to play a very long game with a lot of shuffling of the pieces. We're going to go back and see what they did. In the meantime, what's the solution here? Sorry, I'm just so disappointed with myself again. I thought it's this and it ain't. So how the heck am I doing this? I mean, there's no other checks, right? You can't do this because bishop takes. So what am I supposed to do? This? Why? Why? Why am I playing this? Do I take? And then I win the rook, man. My god, I'm an idiot. Yes, of course. Oh, Lord. And then we're taking this guy, and that's it about... okay, it wasn't that impossible, but yeah, okay. I should have paid maybe increased attention, but... yeah, well, you know. Next one. All right. Let's see if the guys did any progress in their respective games. My god, I always have to resize this board. Goes like crazy. They don't stay like at the beginning. Hey, hello, Brian. Good to see you, man. Yeah, good to see you. Happy you guys made it. This is Fabian Ray. Yeah, I did say Bishop E7. I did say, but I mean, probably everyone thought about Bishop E7 because you're going to castle, and it's important to castle. Now, how do you develop the knight on B1? Do you push the pawn to C6? Do you take? Do you play this? What do you play? I guess you can't play. I guess you can't play knight A3 because they're going to take. So you either play Bishop A3, or you push this pawn, or you take. But if you take, then it's going to be no. You can't. Actually, you can take because Bishop takes. The knight is pinned, though. The knight is pinned. Well, maybe there is Bishop A3 here after all. Or maybe you take straight away. Yeah, maybe you take. There is something. Or do you capture here? There's too many questions. So very time consuming. Do you know what is interesting here? I can notice Fabi is on 57 minutes. And I see Ray Robson, who's an incredibly fast player. This guy just does puzzles without even touching them, so to speak. He's a no-touch master, Ray Robson. In terms of velocity, time, and stuff with the puzzles, he's 25 minutes. So he spent a lot of time. He spent a lot of time to get himself into this with black. Can you believe that? It's just interesting what I say. It's surprising a little bit. Surprising. Hey, things, finally. Garcia, you said, and I did concur, like knight f1 indeed. Hey, they took on e6. Look at this, brother. Bishop takes e6, f takes e6, knight f1, knight g6, and d4 in the end. So not knight e3 just yet, but d4 for the center. And now if black takes with the pawn, you take back. This guy has to move. And potentially you might have a rook on a semi-open file. Potentially. Potentially. And of course you can jump in the future with what? Knight e3 or knight g3? Well, we can debate on that. Where do you want to go? Knight e3, you're blocking a little bit the bishop, so maybe you want to go knight g3? You know, keeping the options for knight h5, maintaining the bishop's diagonal open, so that might be. That might be. And the drawish boys. The boys that traded off the queen very quickly. Rook takes, rook takes. A little bit. Yeah, I mean, knight has to move, right? Because the pawn attacks. A bit more pressure. And rook c. Rook c8 because probably they want to come down here. Rook c2. Hitting everything on the second rank. Probably a draw, but you never know what happens when humans play humans. Probably a draw. But there is still some place for blunders. There's still place for blunders. Let's go for another puzzle, guys. I know you guys love puzzles more than me. Or maybe I like them more than you. I mean, I don't know. It don't matter. Brian, they play something like what is that name, man? They just invented something. It's a made up event. What is it? Showdown Kings King. It's a United States chess elite tournament. So the strongest grandmasters in the United States. Nakamura, Fabi, Levon, Ray Robson, and what's the other guy? Wesley. Yeah, it's a chess event created for the 6 most powerful grandmasters in the US. So that's the event. We're gonna go back with your comment, Yuri. We're gonna go back to your comment. So let's see what I'm doing here, though. White to play. You have checkmate. How do you find it? White to play. White to play. Well, this rook is sort of hanging. Am I in check? No. Well, this rook is hanging, right? I mean, it's hanging. So we're going to go for that one first. I guess. Is there in-betweens? I don't think so. There's no bloody in-between here, man. Actually, there is in-between. Actually, there is. You know, you got to take it from the end to come back to the first. So we got to start with the end. So we got to take... Can I take here? Is it Queen C3? But is this? Why do I say Queen C3? I say Queen C3 because if Queen... What? No, actually it doesn't bloody work. No. Still Rook takes Rook. King goes here. Then maybe... Oh boy. Wait a minute. Rook takes, check, king moves. Queen plays right here. King takes. Bishop plays backwards, check. Look, there is something here. There is something here. Anyway, we have to play forcing moves. So that one's got to be the first one. The second one is this, though. Then this guy come out in the open. And then we're going to execute them in this fashion. So bishop, king moves out in the open. And the only way to maintain the attack is this. And that's kind of the end of it. Yeah, they are tricky a bit. In the end, we kind of do it in the end. But that wasn't maybe the most challenging ever. Still, you have to pay attention. Okay, let's see. So Yuri said something about CD. I guess he was talking about, what's it? Hold on a sec. CD4. You're talking about Levon and Hikaru. Yes, Yuri? So CD. Yeah, weakens the B. You just said it. There you go. Bishop B4. Yep, the rook is hit. But, good news, Yuri. White can block with 3 pieces. You have bishop, you have knight, you have knight. So you have 3 minor pieces ready to block. So I don't think that's a problem for white now. I guess bishop D2, I guess. So you block, but you're also challenging the black bishop. So maybe bishop D2. I mean, feels the most aggressive, defensive, offensive, so to speak. Bishop D2. Do you agree? Do you agree, guys, with bishop D2? I would play bishop D2 because I want to attack, not just to defend block with the knight. I want to attack. So bishop D2 makes all the sense. Totally. Then if they take, of course, you can think about what to take with. It's a lot of things happening. It's not over. This game is far from over. 47 minutes white, 32 knockout. This is a lot of happening. This is so far from over. There's many things happening. Ray and... Hey, what's with this Fabi guy? He's really a machine, man. I mean, he only spent like, what, 6 minutes? What's with this guy? Since when Fabi's so fast? I'm very pleasantly surprised with Fabi. Bishop takes f3, of course. Pawn takes here. Black's turn. Fabi's is like a machine. Very nice. So is white going to take on d4? Or is there something we don't see? Is there something wrong with bishop d4? I don't think there's anything wrong with bishop d4. I don't think there's anything wrong with bishop d4. You play bishop d4, you take the pawn. Then you will be able to play knight c3, then getting some rook. I don't know, rook ab, rook fe, something like that. Makes sense? We'll see. Hikaru Levon, no happenings yet. Dominguez and Wesley. Oh yeah, the Drowish boys. Oh, threefold repetition now. Bishop f3, bishop f6, Knight g4, bishop b7, knight e5, bishop f6. That's it. I think if we got a knight e5, it's going to be a draw. And I said it's a draw like half an hour ago, I think. 30 minutes ago, I think I said this game is a draw when they traded off the queens and everything was very uneventful. There was nothing nowhere. So this one is a draw. Yeah, we said that already. So we gotta have to go do another puzzle because takes ages for these guys to move. Black to move. You have a chance to beat me. Can you find it? So again, the computer, the software, the programmers, the stuff, they give us unorthodox ideas. They tell you what to play. You see, they tell you what to play, man. And I guess it's something with this pawn, getting the white king in the valley of the death. So the valley of the death, g4, the king's going to get in, and then you're going to hit them from behind. And I think there ain't no good stuff for them. I mean, they could still play stuff. But I guess we have knight as well here we need to consider. I guess starts with this, right? It can't be anything else. It's this. And actually it's pawn, man. It's pawn, man. Pawn, pawn. It's two pawns. Bang, bang. Two pawns, one after another. 1 and 2. But wait a minute. No, it's one pawn. You don't push the second because they're going to go back. You can't hit them. So 1, king takes, then queen. Yeah, that makes sense now. So if they play here, we're going to have knight. And if they move after your queen to e2, if they play h3, well, if they play h3 is a thing, eh? Is there an in-between move? Is there an in-between move? Wait a minute. What? Oh, no, you have to do something now because there's the c7. So you have to do something now. Is it queen h? Yeah, but they escape, man. It can't be. Okay, so far so good. Maybe it's not a pawn. Maybe there's a rook. But then they go back here. How do you get them out? Oh, no, okay, it's got to be this, though. What if they play this? Then you play that. Then they go there. Then you go here. Then you go back. How you hit them again? Rook. Oh, yeah, it's the rook because you attacked the g3 like 3 billion times. Okay, it's the rook. Okay, it's the rook. 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 And then the g3 is like on the heavy fire. And now you're going to deliver checkmate with... you're going to deliver with rook g3. And there ain't no saving. Yeah. But still slow. Still slow. That's why at Blitz, it takes me ages to settle. Yeah, I'm still slow. 1822 LO over the board. FIDE. Blitz. Mr. Gainst. Because you've asked. So, watch events now. Let's have another check here. Hey, Ray really takes his time. Ah, wait a minute. Bishop took d4. Well, of course bishop took d4. I mean, that's not a big surprise. Bishop takes c5. Bishop e3 by Fabi. I'm still surprised as the speed with which Fabi plays. In comparison with Mr. Robson, I'm still very pleasantly surprised. He wanted to say, if you take my bishop, I'm going to take back with d. Right, and knight c3 is coming. All in all, I think it's a great game. 2, 4, 6, 2, 3, 5. Mr. Robson dropped the pawn. Oh, I know what, bishop e3. If black doesn't take the bishop, I think white's going to push d2, d4. That's exactly what's going to happen. So bishop e3 wants to say, if you don't take my guy, I am going to play d4. And I think black has a bit of an issue then. After d2, d4, black has an issue. You guys agree? Yeah, I think so. I think so very much. Yes, indeed. Levon Hikaru. Let's see what Petrosian and Smyslov play there. That's no Levon and Hikaru. This is Petrosian and Smyslov. I mean, they're going to finish at 5 a.m. You know that, don't you? Yeah, they're going to finish 5 a.m. in the morning. Rook e1, e3, c6. Yeah, they're going to take half a night. They're going to take half a night, I'm telling you. Yeah, so welcome to endless chess. I guess that's why, yeah, Magnus said he don't want to play this kind of format, because he suffers in pain waiting for his opponent to decide to play a move. So he don't want he don't want to play this. Right, I did say c6. Well, c6 makes sense because you want to stop the rook somehow. It's too much power, so you wanna stop it. Also, queen is maybe free to play. b6. You never know. Yeah, but that's a very positional stuff, and it will take quite some time until they conclude something. I guess you guys agree. So let's go with a puzzle again. I'm alternating because I can't watch Hikaru Levon stay in 20 minutes of the move. f4. Well, we gotta... Can you get to the point where the promotion is unstoppable? Can you believe this, guys? So they want to tell you that the solution is the black pawn queening. Right. But until then, we've got a checkmate issue. So we got to hit first. And probably this is the right approach. Rook b3, check. King's got to move, h4. Okay. Then ain't over. Then we may have a... Oops, we may have a queen on the back rank. Check again. They may block with the g3. And then... well, that's not that easy. Wait a minute. Okay. King h4. Right. Can we play rook sacrifice? Wait a minute. Why not... Oopsie. Why not queen? I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. Maybe it's just queen on the back rank, so that they only move here. And then you have this. Yeah, I think it's queen e1, fellas. Yeah, Yuri, we're gonna have another look. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna have a look. So I think this puzzle requires us to play queen e1, so that the white king can't move h4, and they can't block. If they move out in the open, they are as good as dead, following rook to b6. So I guess it's got to be queen e1. Then the king is forced to go h3, and then we're gonna use the rook. And again, then they have to play g3, right? And then we have some queen check. Then this guy goes here. But then what? We're still getting checkmated though. You see? But if there's anything, it's got to start with this. Queen e1. Rook g3. Queen f1. Check. And then they go here. Then they go h4. Queen e1. King h3. Rook b3. g3. Queen f1. And king h4. And how do I attack? Oh my god. What the heck am I supposed to play? Rook b6, king h4. No, wait. This is quite sophisticated a little bit. I'm still not sure. No way. Well, actually, freaking, I don't know yet. Maybe I have to stay where I am with the queen. Maybe I have to do rook. This guy moves, then check. Yeah, but if they take with the rook, though, and you are in check. Rook b6, king h4, g5. But then the rook takes or something. No. Queen e1, king h3, rook b6, g3. Rook takes g3. Pawn takes g3. Queen h1, check. And I'm winning the queen. Are you kidding me, man? Oh my god, this is such an elaborate little piece of complication. Thank you, Gandalf. I think it's queen e1. I think it's rook b6. And exactly as I said, it's a rook sacrifice on g3. We winning the queen, brother. We're winning the queen, man. It's rook g3. This guy takes, and then you're gonna go h and winning the queen. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah. Yes. Wait. But what if they take with the rook? What if they take with the rook? Sorry, I gotta ask now, eh? Bang. So what if they take with the rook? If they take with the rook, sack the queen too. Gee, you guys see a lot of stuff, man. If they take with the rook... What? What do you mean, sacrifice the queen too? What do you say, man? I mean, it makes sense. Rook takes, and if pawn takes, queen h1, right? Okay, I can see that. But if rook takes and rook takes, what did you say you play? I guess they run. Guys, are you sure, man? If he takes with rook, queen, sacrifice to... Where do you sacrifice the queen, man? Where do you sacrifice the queen if they take back with the rook? What do I take with a queen? No, that can't be. No. It's got to be this. It's got to be this, but after rook takes, how do you continue? Okay, it's clear. If they take with a pawn, you're going to play queen h1. Right, okay, fine. But if you take rook g3 and rook g3, where do you go with the queen, please? If you guys see it. So rook g3, Okay. I'm having a rook. Okay, I see. But it's not over yet. I'm still having a pawn, which will promote eventually. Where's the next super healthy check? Is he here? Is he here? Is it taking rook? You're getting checkmated, man. We're getting checkmated. No, 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 no. Wait a minute, wait a minute. So queen f1, right? Sorry, you don't have any other check. It's got to be queen f1, right? Queen what? All right. We take it. And then we end up with the rook behind. Yeah, okay. Yes. Because the rook is no longer pinning the pawn. Yeah, the rook is no longer pinning the pawn. And we can take the rook. Then queen is up for the grab. And then the other guy is going to promote. And actually, it doesn't even matter. It don't even matter. Yeah, I was looking for something else. Yeah, so we take it. Don't even matter then. Either this guy queen or just the rook will clear up everything. Whatever. Yeah, it was. It was. It was. It was something. It was something. Had to switch plans all the time. Yeah, it was something. So yeah, kudos to you guys. You did it. You did it. Nice one. Nice one. They're quite tricky, aren't they? This puzzles. They're quite tricky. Okay, Mr. Fabi. 95 attacking the bishop on f3. Bishop e2 goes to safety. Bishop takes. And now what do you take back with? Question is. Do you take with f? Kind of makes sense, right? Kind of. And then you're going to play d4 in principle. It's a whole debate thing. What do you take back with? Do you take with d or do you take with f? If you take with d, the c pawn would be isolated for the remainder of the game. If you take back with f pawn, you should be able to make a nice pawn structure there. And I think it's very beneficial to taking back with the f pawn. Unless I'm missing something else. He took with d. He took with the d, not with f. Yeah, okay, we'll open up that door, man. We'll open up the door. Okay, let's go open up the door. Sorry, guys, I gotta get those guys. Right, where were we? D takes c3. Okay, I guess we're gonna see some nice c3. We're gonna see some rook d. We're gonna see some rook b, c. That is Ray. Let me see Hikaru 11. Yuri said something about black might be a little bit better here. Very interesting. I mean, if you're looking at the white rook on g3, how the hell did it get there? And if you look at the white rook on c2, I mean, you tell me how many games you're seeing at the highest level in which a super grandmasters actually have the rooks more active than the knights, and knights are on the back rank. You tell me your honest opinion if you've seen this thing in the past. So you've got two white rooks, one on g3, one on c2. Fair enough. What do you have on the back rank? Well, on the back rank you have bishop, knight, and knight. You tell me how often do you see this kind of things in the elite chess? I mean, just look at that. Just look at this. This is very, very unorthodox. Very weird. Very unusual. Let's say very unusual. I mean, the bishop on c1 anyway has a long range of action. Anyway, it's like, you know. Bishop c1 can attack h6, c1, everything, and can go easily to b2. Is very versatile, this bishop here on c1. The bishop is very versatile. The knights as well. Knight on e1 can jump on d3 any second. Any second. And the same, the knight on f1 can jump on e3, although you're kind of blocking the bishop a little bit, but maybe you want to go somewhere. Somewhere meaning that the knight on f1 may want to go potentially f5. Knight e3, knight f5. In principle, I mean. I mean, it might take like half an eternity, but still. Still. Very, very unusual stuff by Levon. Very unusual. But quite, attractive. It's interesting. It's surprising to see this. Minor pieces back rank on the rooks on g3. I mean, how often do you see the rook like this? I don't know what to say about this, but it's really not a very often sight. Just it doesn't happen very often. Oh yeah, hello Sam and Daniel. Thanks guys. Cheers fellas. Yeah, this is something. Maybe it's worth a video, you see. Maybe we're gonna do a YouTube video with this. This is really looking very rare. Oh, they drew. Of course they drew. This is the guys that I said they draw 1 hour ago. I said they're gonna draw. So yeah, I was right in the end. Of course they draw. What do you want to do? So yeah, that's the game 1 and board number 2, Hikaru and Levon. Let's hit another quick puzzle, fellas. Why to move? Yeah, so now the engine tells us if we play super correctly, we may come up with a knight. Oh, really? I noticed the knight on e4 is kind of pinned. So I guess if we're launching something along this line... but there is also this. So maybe we got to do something else, like winning the bishop or something. There's very many happenings. There's very many happenings here. Let me look at the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to take on b4, I guess, because it's... I'm down in material anyway. I'm down in material, so queen takes the bishop, right? Anything stronger than that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I could also... Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. There is also f2. Oh, that might be something. I can't just blindly go. Maybe I have to do bishop takes. Obviously knight takes. And then I'm going to take with a knight. Yeah, but then the guy's going to take my guy. So hold on a sec. This guy takes. Knight takes. Rook takes. And... Wait. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Rook takes. So I guess pawn takes. And then queen takes bishop. Is this the right way? Bishop takes. Or do I have to take this guy, actually? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I'd be tempted to say taking here. Do I get really checkmated? I mean, it's very problematic here. Yeah, in fact, I have to take this. Yeah, I was right with the first move. So bishop takes c4. I'm still having the f2 issue. So, by me, I gotta take with the rook, right? Take with the rook. Pawn takes. And then take in here. It ain't easy or anything, but I think it's playable. I think it's playable. No. No. No, 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 no. It's knight takes c4. Because if bishop takes the rook, you're going to be winning the queen with knight d6. We're going to winning the queen, man. It's knight takes. And now winning. Yeah, they are very tricky. Really tricky stuff here. Alrighty, fellas. Thanks very much for joining. Follow, subscribe, please, my dear friends. Check my archive on the YouTube or TikTok. And tomorrow, Friday, if you guys available, maybe around 6, 7 p.m.-ish UK time, maybe we can cover together some chess event or just hitting some daily chess puzzles, or we could do some tournaments.